So yeah, welcome everybody to the 2025 game draft. We're actually all together this year, which is something we weren't able to do last year. And for those who don't know, this is very similar to fantasy football, but for video games. Before we get started with this year's, I do want to go back to last year and congratulate Genobi as being the winner of last year with 742 points. So congratulations.
Thanks. All skill there.
All skill. Okay.
No luck at all.
Insider help.
Congrats, Joey.
So how this is going to work is we are all going to be drafting games. And very similar to fantasy football, once a game has been drafted, that game is no longer available to anyone else. We are going to start out by drafting 6 games each, and then from there, I'm going to add a few bonus rounds. Now, how the game actually works as far as like the core of it, you're going to select your game, and then you have to guess what the Metacritic score is going to be 1 week after release, because that's when I'll actually lock it in. Then you will then get the points for whatever that Metacritic score is. In addition to that, if you match the number exactly, you get an additional 30 points. If you come within 3, you get an additional 15, or within 5, you get an additional 8. If the Metacritic score is actually 15 points lower than your guess, you actually lose 10 points. And then at the very end of the year with the Jeff Keighley Game Awards show, you'll get plus 10 for every award that your game receives at that show. Make sense? Any questions?
Sense.
Do we go off any other award shows? Is it just mainly Jeff Keighley's?
Just the Keighley show. So our friendly AI has decided the draft order this year, and it's actually exactly as I have it shown on the sheet. So it is going to be Scobie, myself, Elise, JT, Agent Iron Spider, and Genobi, and we'll be using a standard snakes style draft. So it basically goes down the list, then back up the list. So when it comes to Genobi, he gets 2 picks. And then when it goes back up to Scobie for the end of round 2 into round 3, he gets 2 picks.
Interesting.
Also, chat, if there's any sound balance issues, let me know. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get this started. When you make your pick, if you want to give like an explanation on why you're picking it, you're free to do so. But yeah, we'll start with Scobie. You get the first pick.
Oh boy, I'm honored. All right, well, I'm glad I get number 1 because then I can draft him first. He's definitely my most anticipated game of the year. Mafia: The Old Country.
All right, Mafia: The Old Country coming in as the first pick. Very cool. Well, second pick goes to me, and I think this is an easy one for me. This is a game that has already been demoed, and everybody enjoyed the demo. It's going to be probably the biggest launch for the series, and that is going to be Monster Hunter Wilds.
It's a good one.
AI likes kid.
100% didn't even put that on the list.
It was on mine. It was not on my list.
Oh, it was on mine.
It was on my list, but that
I
was just
knew-
because I knew it was going to be a big game. I just wanted to have it.
All right, and Elise, what is your number 1?
So we do get to do remakes, yes? I just want to verify that that was put in the chat.
Oh, so I know what you're doing.
So yeah, I
Don't
should.
take my remake. Don't you dare.
Yeah,
So
go through
yeah,
the remake.
I should have mentioned at the start that this is generally new games. DLC does count. So like I know it was either last year or the previous year. I know Elise did, or maybe a couple of you did like the Destiny DLC. So again, that counts.
Yep.
Ports do not count. So like as an example, we know Indiana Jones is going over to PlayStation. Nope, can't do that. That doesn't count.
Okay. Well, that was actually on my
But
list.
yeah, if a game is getting like a remake or a remaster that will be getting a new Metacritic, then that is open.
All right. Well, we'll see. I'll say my first one, and if it's not okay, I have others.
Okay.
So, Montezuma's Revenge 40th anniversary.
I have
That's
never
not the one
even
I
heard
thought
that.
you were going for. That
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I
I thought you were going for the big one.
I mean, it might be on my list.
Montezuma's Revenge 40th anniversary.
That is a classic. I'm counting on the continued retro love.
Does that have a date yet? Do you know?
Yeah. Hold on a second. January, I believe. I didn't make it up on myself. January 16th. Next week.
Okay.
PC.
Fair enough.
All right. We will go ahead and move on to JT's first pick.
well, let's see. Kid already took one of mine. That's fine. No problem. We can adapt, overcome, no problem. Simplify. I have a couple. Now, whether I want to go for the big reach now or later, I think we definitely need to get some points on the board. Definitely know this game is coming out. I think it's time for everybody to remember what a story-driven RPG creating team that this place is, and that's the creative developing minds behind Obsidian and their title Avowed.
I
All
knew
right.
it.
Okay.
That's why I did not put that one on either.
I was going to say, you said Obsidian, and technically Obsidian has potentially more than one game coming out this year. So
Well, I finished it.
also, there's something that I've been completely failing to do. So we're going to have to start with JT and then work back and then
Metacritic.
continue.
Wait a minute. Well, everybody else has to do their Metacritic just in the order we did it.
Oh,
Okay,
I mean,
so
I
we'll-
have mine ready.
we'll
You just
pause.
I give away
wait.
secrets.
Well, all right, so we'll pause for a second, go back to Scobie. What's your Metacritic guess for Mafia?
Well, I know I want it what I want it to be, but I'm gonna go ahead and give an unbiased answer and say it'll be 76. I'll go with 76.
76, okay. For
Did you
me,
tell them about the rules, the penalty?
yeah.
And the
For-
penalty's only if it's lower than your guess, correct?
Right.
What's the
18
penalty?
lower.
So yeah, so like if the so you guessed 76, the Metacritic would have to be 15 points lower than 76 to hit that -10.
That's not locked in yet, is it?
You're 76?
I mean, you just said it.
Is this the guess? Like, is this like our guess now for it to be to be permanent? Then
Yes.
okay, that's fine.
Okay. So for me, Monster Hunter, 90 easy.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
That's an easy 90.
I think that's
Uh,
what I had it guessed as.
That's low.
It might be low, yeah. It could easily be a 93, 95, but that gives me, and this is the way to think about it. So I go 90, and so what is 5 points on both sides of 90? Well, then what's 3 points? And so that's where you look for your maximum. So
Wiggle room.
Elise with Montezuma,
I said an 85.
85. And then JT with Avowed.
Going on 88 actually.
Okay, 88. Okay, now that we got all that fixed, Agent Iron Spider with your first pick.
Well, I'm going to have to lock this in because it could very well win Game of the Year, seeing as how
Don't you dare.
its predecessor won and its DLC almost won again. So Elden Ring Night Ring.
Good choice.
Okay, never mind. That's okay.
I definitely
I'm
have
gonna
that.
lock. I'm gonna lock that in at a 92.
And that's why I didn't pick
Even
that
with the
one
changes
either.
making it co-op.
Uh-huh.
No, I think that's what I would have done.
You know, kind of. I like Elden Ring. I like what From Software does, but I don't know, the change up the formula. I don't know.
Have they missed ever?
Solid pick.
Armored,
Just want to
Armored
say
Core-
there's always a first time.
yeah, Armored Core 6 didn't do as well as I thought. So
It's true, but it's also an Armored Core game.
yeah, still though, I mean, it wasn't
Dang,
what
I
they
totally
expected.
forgot they did Armored Core.
I don't think that one was
All right, former champ.
advertised enough.
Yeah. Shinobi, you get 2 picks.
All right. GTA 6.
You son of a hamster.
You could have put that in
Still
your
there.
first one.
It was still there.
It's still there, yeah.
Instead, you put in one that not many people would have picked.
I love
Man.
Mafia too much.
I'm going to go Civ 7 also.
Okay,
Ah.
nice. So what's your Metacritic guess for GTA?
I think 80 for sure. 80 plus. And then we'll go 75 on Civ.
So you're just going to
Oh,
go
interesting.
80 flat for GTA?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking closer to 85 for Civ. Interesting.
That's another game that are changing a little things up, and I have me a little worried. I'm a little gun-shy on them.
Yep, same here. I hope Civ 7 is good, but I'm very worried.
Yeah, I hope you're right, and then some, Shinobi.
So
Yeah, same here.
So back to Agent Iron Spider.
Well, I think I'm gonna lock this in. It's its predecessor was a really good RPG. I'm gonna put Kingdom Come Deliverance 2,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put that at a Metacritic of 80.
Boo! I had that one.
Yeah, and they sent out review codes for that game a month early, so I think they're pretty confident in it. All right, to JT.
Just marking as ones off my list that have been picked.
Yep, I'm doing the same
I've been
thing.
doing the same.
I had a quick question, Lee, on the Metacritic score. Which
Yeah.
one is that? Like the user score, the meta score?
It's the combined critic score. Yeah, there's no way that we would ever use the user score because that one's chaos.
Yeah, it's complete chaos.
And that's the meta score then, the one on top?
Yeah.
All right, so first pick, I definitely got some points on the board. So do we go ahead now? Do we make a reach? Reach. This is not a huge reach. I think it's definitely going to be up there, and I believe it's definitely coming out this year. Doom, the Dark Ages.
Oh man,
That was my next one.
that was my next one.
And we're going to 90 on that.
A 90.
I'm gonna
Nice.
need a second. People are
Oh
coming
boy,
in
big
through the
number, big number.
garage.
Oh, okay.
Now, I was looking at my list, and I was like, that's probably going to be the one that I take next, if it gets to me.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, whenever Elise...
Okay, sorry. We always seem to do
It's
this
fine.
when my husband and company are coming in through the garage and my dogs try and run out. So it's always when I gotta talk. This happens. All right, is it me? I assume it is.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am going for one that I assume. Well, this is a. We'll just say I'm not very hopeful for this game, but I'm gonna pick it. Tales of the Shire.
Okay.
That comes out March, right?
Dang, that was on my list too.
Yep.
I
I had it. Yeah.
I expect. Oh, okay. Whew. I expect it to not do very well.
That's points, though. That's points on the board.
So my Metacritic is a 65.
Oh,
I think
do
that's-
not have much confidence in that.
I don't.
I think that's an
low.
honorable score,
I
especially
think that's very
considering how
low.
well Gollum went.
Animal Kingdom, though. I mean, Animal Crossing. That's what I meant. There.
Yeah, it's
Those
basically
people eat that up.
I know,
Those
but I
people
was
eat up.
reading a couple reviews and they were like, so, and they just don't seem to be able to do Lord of the Rings well.
As soon as a review comes out saying it's better than Gollum, it's fine. People will flock to it.
People love their cozy games.
It's true.
All right, for my next pick, I'm actually a little bit surprised that this is still available, but I am definitely going to grab it. It is from a company that won Game of the Year 2 years ago, I want to say. And every time they release a game, it is fantastic. This is from Joseph Ferris' studio. Split Fiction.
I did not have that on my list.
So this
Yes.
was
I
shown
had
at the
that
game.
one also.
Yeah, it was shown at the Game Awards. It's the one where you're playing. It's the 2-player co-op one where you're jumping
Oh,
between,
yeah.
between a sci-fi world and a fantasy world.
Wow, the Kidley draft machine was in work at the Game Awards. You were talking this game down the whole time.
He wanted to make sure he got it.
Exactly. I see how it works. I see how it is.
And I'm gonna say 89 on that one.
I see your mind.
Oh wow,
On games.
you do have high hopes for it.
I do.
I had 82 on it, so yeah, I think it's going to be great.
All right, and then we're back up to Scobie, and you have 2 picks.
All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take these 2 off the board. I haven't heard them mentioned yet, but I think it's only a matter of time before it does. For my first pick, I'll go with Ghost of Yutai, the
Yep.
Ghost of Tsushima sequel.
Yep.
I loved Ghost of Tsushima. Phenomenal game. For that, I'll go. 1 second.
That was the other game I was thinking of if I didn't take the Doom.
He's checking the Metacritic score for
The
previous
first
game.
one.
How
That's
dare
no
you? So I'm
It
gonna
was
go
high.
with. I'm gonna go with 88. We'll go with 88.
Because the first one, Metacritic was it low 90s or high
Yeah.
80s? It had to be.
It's.
I think
it's
it was low
87.
90s.
It's
Oh, was
sitting
it
at an
87?
So I'll go with the 88. It might track to be a little bit better, but I don't
Yeah.
think it's. I think it'll do at least as good. So I'll go with 88.
Yeah. My only concern about that one is, does it come out this year?
Yeah,
That's a good point. Yeah.
I've heard that it should, but you don't know. But I think pretty much every game that we talk about from here moving forward might not come out. It's a gamble.
Don't say that.
And then for
I have a couple that are already confirmed.
my second pick, I'll do. We can do remasters. I've been told. Right.
It'd get a Metacritic score.
Yeah, if it gets a new Metacritic, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do second pick, Last of Us Part 2 remastered at a 90.
So
That was on my list.
So that would be listed under the. Okay, so I'm gonna need some clarification on that one. Is that a new release for the PS5,
Or is that the port?
or is that the
PC?
port? Because ports
no,
aren't
that's
allowed.
the PC. That's the PC port.
Yeah, it's just a port then.
That was on my list too, and then I had an asterisk next to it.
It's a port. I thought it was to PS5. It hasn't had a PS5 release yet, has it?
No, I think that's for the PC port because it hasn't
'cause I
been
know-
released on PC yet.
And I know that's coming up.
So yeah, I my ruling is I would do a ban on that game.
Same thing
Right,
with the
that's-
Spider-Man 2 for PC.
Yep,
I had that on my
same,
list
yep.
and I didn't use it.
Oh yeah, I had Spider-Man 2. I'm like, okay, that's no problem. I will go ahead then pick. I know no one's probably gonna pick this one. Actually, let me go ahead and lock this one in instead. Assassin's Creed Shadow.
Okay.
It's on the board, man. Nice job.
They actually just released a new video on that today, showing off the new parkour. It looks really good.
Yeah.
And then, what's your Metacritic's guess?
I'll go ahead with a solid 80.
80 flat. Okay.
He's got Japan covered.
Oh my, that's based off the Valhalla score.
No, I mean, I just meant you got both the Ghost of Utah and then AC Shadows.
All right. So this is where things start to get interesting.
Yeah.
I have a couple on my list that I don't think any of you are going to pick, so I'm going to go ahead and snag this one. One of the best games ever made, but this is a complete remaster. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater.
That's a good
I
one.
had that one.
Never heard of it.
That's new.
Yeah.
You've never heard of Metal Gear
Nope.
Solid?
That's Delta, though. This is
No,
new.
No,
what?
I've heard of Metal Gear Solid. I never heard of that one. in
It's the
particular.
remake though, that's why.
Yeah,
No,
it's a remake of 2, the second
Yeah.
one. And now I will go 85 on that. I'm thinking it's going to go higher, but I'm just...
Yeah.
Kojima's not involved, so I'm going to lower the score because of that.
That's fair.
All right, Jeff.
No flashy steps when it comes out for him to come down. It's me, yes?
Yep.
Tomb Raider 4 to 6 remaster.
Tomb Raider 46.
No, 4 to 6.
Didn't
It's
that
the
already,
remaster.
didn't that
No,
already come out?
I don't think so. It's on my list. It's coming out when?
Or maybe I was
February
thinking,
14th.
No,
supposed to be.
you're thinking of the first ones, the first 3.
Oh, when they did like
released
1 to
last year.
3. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
of.
So this is
Okay.
4 to 6. And this is going to have the Angel of Darkness hotness in there. And I am really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with that. So my favorite Tomb Raider, it's in my top 5 ever, is 4, which I guess a lot of people hate too. I loved that game. So I am super stoked to see what they're going to do with that bad boy.
All right, so this is the time we're picking all remasters now.
I mean...
I was just kidding.
Well, I mean, remasters are
They're hot. Nostalgia's
I mean,
hot.
it is a strategy.
they're pretty safe because if you just,
Yeah.
just go for the old Metacritic score, you're probably pretty close.
I'm not even thinking about that. I'm thinking much more so. A lot of the remasters were fan favorites. Some of them are cult classics. And so if they do them well, people are like, oh, I used to play this game when I was in middle school or whatever.
Yeah. All I got to say is Brother, A Tale of Two Sons, a game that some people consider to be one of the best games ever made, got a remastered, and it was terrible.
I'm sure. But this has got the worst Tomb Raider games ever made, frankly. So, in my opinion, they can't do much more than get better. So, I am hopeful enough. I'm calling it an 85.
85. All right.
But all I
JT.
care about is my favorite game getting better.
All right. Well, I know if I don't take this now, it might get back to me. Then again, I know it will come back down because I know a likely kid is going to take this. So I'm taking it
scared.
now. I'm taking it now. South of Midnight.
Okay.
I believe that's coming out this year.
It should.
I take it from that reaction it was on your list, Kidley.
It was, yep.
85.
It was pretty deep in my list, but it was there. South of Midnight is going to be an Xbox exclusive. For those who don't know, it is done by Compulsion Games, who did We Happy Few. We've seen some previews for it a couple times now.
The art
It has
style's
a very
amazing.
interesting art style.
Yeah, isn't it that like
It's going to
New
be
Orleans looking
yeah.
style game?
Yes, yep.
Okay.
I think it's going to be like a Souls-like kind of feel on that.
It's a very interesting art style. I'm intrigued by it.
All right, Agent Iron Spider.
Well, I'm gonna lock this in. I haven't played any of these games myself, but I have heard good things about them. Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Okay.
That title, man, it's fun.
That's
Great.
one game. That's a long title.
And I'm gonna put that as an 86.
86. All right, locked in. And Shinobi with 2 picks.
1 second here.
Yakuza does seem to be pretty successful, so that's a pretty honorable score.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people really like those games.
So let's go Borderlands 4.
Oh, didn't expect anyone to have that.
I
on
was
their
wondering
list.
when that was going to get taken. It's on my list too.
I did have it on the list.
I
Yeah, we'll
did
go-
not because I don't think it's coming out this year.
I'm a little skeptical on it myself. We'll go 80 on Metacritic on that. And then the other one I'm going to do is Arc Raiders, and I'll go 75 Metacritic on that.
Okay. I've heard of
I
Arc
hope-
Raiders.
I hope they're both better than that.
True.
Sorry, you said 75 on that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really hope that they learn from Borderlands 3.
Yeah, a lot of people did not like Borderlands 3. And then they actually had the Tiny Tina game, which I like the Tiny Tina one.
I loved the gameplay of Borderlands 3. I hated the story.
Yeah,
I'd say
found the
Borderlands 4 will
story
probably either
really
be,
snoozy, sadly.
it'll either be great or it won't.
And then there's how they treated my Maya.
And we'll have next pick from Agent Iron Spider.
I'm gonna put in Dynasty Warriors Origins,
All right.
and I think I'm gonna lock that in at a 70.
That comes out here in just like a week and a half, give or take.
Mm-hmm. Some things that I've seen look pretty good.
And back to JT.
I'm marking off more off the list.
Yeah. Yep.
Who took Elden Ring? Thanks,
did.
Nubby. Oh no. Gotcha. Well, I still got. Oh, think. I'm going to go with. There's a couple big ones that I want to grasp for, but I'm like, no, stay focused.
Mm.
Don't go too far out of the box. Stay in there. But nah, I can't do that. Don't Fable 4. We're taking it. It's coming out this year.
Hopefully.
I have some Swampland in.
You listen here. You've had some. Should we go with the Masquerade? Should we talk
I
about
was wondering when Fable
Please
was gonna get taken.
go do it.
that? And Metacritic. I'm going 87.
All right.
Seems high.
If it comes out, people love that game. If it comes out and it's even halfway decent and the graphics are up to par like they showed, yeah, it'll be good.
I feel like Fable is going to go one of two ways. It's either going to be a Game of the Year contender at 93, or it's going to be a 67.
I agree.
Yeah, I would agree with that too.
All right, back to Elise.
Okay, so Echo Beach comes out in April. So it's sort of kind of sci-fi Stardew Valley.
Interesting.
I have it as an 80, although I don't know if I should make that an 82. Yeah, I'll just leave it at 80.
Go down the middle, 81.
I could, but
Yeah, split the difference.
I'm just gonna call it an 80. Be happy. My daughter loves Stardew Valley. It's her like comfort game, and so I was like, we're gonna roll the dice on that one.
All right, back to me. And we are getting down to our last, so Scobie and I have 3 left, and the rest of you have 2 left. All right.
Thought we were doing 6, not 5.
Yes,
That's correct. 'Cause Right
there's
now you
2.
have 4.
You have 4.
Yeah.
Okay,
we
yeah.
have 2 more. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's
gotcha.
So there's 1 too many
Lines on
lines
each.
in your
Yep.
segment.
No, there's a reason for that. He said.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. Yep.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and take a game that I think none of you have, but it should be a slam dunk because Nintendo is crazy.
Son of a gun.
I'm taking the next Pokemon game. Pokemon Legends A or ZA is what they're calling this one.
I actually
There it
had that
is.
on my list.
And might be a Switch too, might not. Who knows at this point? I'm going to say 85.
You know, I thought
Fair.
of putting that one on my list, but I was like, I'm not a Pokemon fan, so I'll let someone else have it.
All
I
right,
actually
then
think you're low on that.
back to Scobie with 2 more.
Oh, 2 more. Okay. We're doing how many again? How many games?
6 at the moment.
6 at the moment. Okay,
you're
I'll
half-
go ahead and
you're-
make these. You said I'm picking 2 right now, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'll go ahead with Sniper Elite Resistance.
It's a good one.
That's
Sorry,
due
what-
out. That's
sorry.
due out this month.
What was that
Sniper
one?
Elite Resistance.
Elite Resistance?
Sniper Elite.
Oh, Sniper. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't hearing the first word.
That's all right. So yeah, Sniper Elite Resistance. I'll go with a 70. I'll go with the 74. That game seems to really stick in the 70 eras for their Metacritic scores. They never seem to have broken out outside that score. And then for my one and probably only remaster, I'll go with Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battle. That one is a remaster. It's coming out for Wii, Wii U, or not Wii, the Wii U, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, Xbox One. It's due out this month. And
I miss the Wii U.
I do too.
I'll go with a Metacritic of 74 as well.
All right. Okay. I have 2 left. And all the key ones that I wanted to take are either gone or I have them. I have one that I'm pretty sure none of you have, so I'm going to do that one last. Do I want to roll the dice on this one? That's the question. Yeah, let's stay in the Nintendo train. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
You son of a...
That's gonna be like a 93.
See, I completely forget about Nintendo games since I don't have one.
Yeah.
And like every one that comes out, it's like a 90 something. It's just a matter of whether or not it's actually gonna come out or not.
I think that's going to be a Switch 2 game.
Could be, yeah.
Yep.
They have shown it, so.
I believe it's coming out this year, so.
All right, one more for Elise. I mean, 2 more in total, but 1 more. Right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I thought I had 2 more. 2 Point Museum.
Nice.
Good call.
I had that on
That's
my
a
list.
good one. Is that the one you thought none of us would have?
Nope.
No. Oh, you're talking to Kid. I was like, I said nothing. So, 83.
Okay. Yeah, I love their games are great. I love them.
Yep.
All right, GT. Still some good ones out there.
Yeah, there is. But I'm just trying to think. Do I think I can let... I've got 2 more to pick, and I don't get any back, so I'm trying to think. Can I let certain ones slide? Pretty sure I got one that I don't think, outside of maybe Kid, I have this one.
Let me guess. You're going to go replaced. Because who knows? That game's never coming out.
It's on my list, but I could show it to you right now. But I'm not, because I showed the whole list. I've got a couple Annapurna games, but I'm not sure about those. I got... We did talk about this before, about... I don't know if this is on the air or not, but we did talk about unannounced games. I'm going to say coming out this year, right in time for the Switch 2, new Mario Kart.
New Mario Kart.
Yep.
You're just gonna take that
That's what was said.
that gift from Kid Lee from before
No.
the stream.
I asked if it could be done. He said yes. So, I mean, I've got
Has
plenty
the
of
new
other
Mario
games.
Kart even been announced?
No, it is not.
It hasn't. It's been unannounced game yet. Because we do this way early. So,
I didn't know we were allowed to pick unannounced games.
Yeah, that's what I asked her. Yeah.
Some
And if
people
you don't want
have.
me, if you don't want me to, I could take it off because I got other games. So.
Didn't,
No, there's like.
did somebody?
Go ahead.
Didn't somebody already take a unannounced game? No.
Nope.
No.
I mean,
Well, yeah, somebody took GTA 6, and we don't have a release date for that.
Well, it's been announced though. Mario
Yeah, it's been
Mario
announced.
Kart has not been announced.
has not been announced yet.
I see.
Right.
That's
So,
the
I
point
mean,
that I was.
That's why I'm asking. So
Gambling. He's
I'm
gambling.
gambling, but again,
Hey, you go,
if you
Dave.
don't want to,
Huge
you don't want-
gamble, but it's almost like
right.
it's
If
almost
it comes out-
guaranteed it'll be a title for the Switch too.
if it comes out. So, but I mean, I'm willing to say no. I mean, since that was before the air, so I can
don't
take it off. I've got other games.
I was just teasing you.
No, I'm leaving it up to kid. That's fine. I'll eat it.
I'm totally okay with it.
Then I will plug it in for a 90.
Okay. Because, like, there's probably like a 95% chance the Switch 2 is coming out. The question is, what are the launch games? Metroid Prime 4 probably is. And you would think they would have to have a couple of other mainline games. The question is what are those games going to be?
Wonder if they'd release a new Switch game, a new Zelda game with that.
Zelda typically is like the next year after a release. So
Yeah. My guess would be no for a Zelda. It's too soon. But
Zelda
I don't know.
remaster.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Agent Iron Spider.
I'm gonna go with a game that is scheduled for March 27th. The first Berserker, Kazan.
nice.
Okay.
Should have known you'd have that on your list. My bad.
And I'm gonna put that in as an 86.
You said 87?
86.
86.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say I heard 86.
See, I'm liking Agent Iron Spider's list because they're all guaranteed.
Oh wow!
Mine are
that's-
too.
My next one.
Mine, I didn't pick any ones that didn't.
Yeah, I
have
was
a
gonna
date.
say I have a pretty solid list that
Yeah.
will come
Yeah, I
out
was gonna
this
say, at
year.
least it's-
I think.
I mean,
Mafia is definitely coming out this year. That's happening.
Ghosts of Yotai. That might not come out this year.
Ghost of Yotai is definitely questionable. I would agree.
All right, Genobi with your final 2 picks for now.
All right, one second. I'm gonna go Dune Awakening,
Okay.
and
That was
I
on
think
my list. Good pick.
it's gonna be pretty good. So let's say 82, and then let's do Subnautica 2, and we will do 80 on that.
Oh,
Nice.
That's a good one.
Good one.
But the question with Subnautica, is it actually going to get a release or is it just going to be early access? Because those developers for the last 2 Subnautica games, it's been early access for a long time.
Right.
And sometimes early access games will get a Metacritic. Sometimes. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason I didn't have them on my list because I know how long those devs have it on early access.
And then what was your score for that one?
Let's say 80 on that one.
All right. Agent Iron Spider for your final pick for now.
All right. So I was thinking Dune Awakening, which is a very probable, but then he took it. Because I was down to either Dune Awakening or one for the memes, or I could just pick another one that I have pulled up at random. But I'm kind of leaning towards a little bit of the memes, even though it might not come out. Certain people in this group definitely don't think it'll come out this year. I'm gonna go with the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
Oh boy, that's
You know,
he said it.
wow. Elise might kill you if it does come out this year.
Maybe.
Sleep with one eye open.
Yeah, I told you I was going for the meat. And I'm going to lock that in at an 80.
Meme, sir. Please, I can do you even better than that. Because I believe I was looking at our scores. Didn't we have a year that's not on here?
Maybe.
Because for 2 years I had picked this certain game, and then last year I did not pick it.
Oh, if I really had wanted to go the memes, I would have picked Ark 2.
I think
went for the
JT's
drug
talking
lord
about
on that
Silk
one.
Song.
So if we're gonna go full memes here, boys and girls, so I can either blow up my list and have a highest score ever,
You could be me.
or I can, yeah.
Under 600 last year, so.
Great. Thanks a lot, 89 Spider. Now we are descending into chaos.
My list is already chaos. Have you looked at it? No.
You've got an untitled game up there.
Oh, man.
I've got to do something different. Shinobi's been kicking our butts.
I mean, I would have
Well,
been pretty close if I hadn't had a non-release.
No, I'm not gonna pick Silk Song. Although, if
Yeah, it
it
would
doesn't
be
come
funny.
out, if it doesn't come out this year, it's never coming out. Though that's got to be honest on there. But I'm not picking Silk Song. That's not on there. I am going to take one, not yet confirmed, but I got to see it at the Fighting Game Championships. They had it going there, and I'm going Riot Games 2XKO.
2XKO.
Oh.
Interesting.
Great fighting game. It's actually it's 2 people on the team that you're actually fighting. It's really neat concept. You got people coming in and out and stuff. I'm gonna lock that in. Comes out, I'm giving it a solid 91. It got some really good reviews and stuff in the beta. It's solid gameplay.
It's a good pick. And Elise, for your final pick.
Beyond the Ice Palace 2.
Beyond. See, this is why I like Elise. She picks these games that nobody's heard of.
The sequel's been 30 some years since it's coming out. So it's already been some reviews, some early access demo reviews. So it's a side scroller. So I had another one that was a point and click that I bet nobody else had on their list either. 81.
81.
What day is that supposed to come out? I had it up here. I think it's like March 13th. So the day after my birthday.
Nice.
All right. I think I'm going to join the chaos a little bit here, and I'm going to throw a little bit of a Hail Mary.
Oh, no, don't do this, Lee.
I am going to pick a game that all of you, this is the one that I said nobody would have. Because you've all forgot it. The next game from Ken Levine.
Okay, we're okay. We're okay.
Ooh,
I'm taking Judas.
nice.
I don't even remember this
That
game.
is a-
so-
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
a-
don't remember this either.
Yeah, it's the creator of BioShock and a
Yeah.
bunch of other good games. Like, it was playable like a couple of years ago. We've seen some trailers for it. So,
If it releases, it will be. Yeah.
yep. Let's go. I think this could be high, but I'm gonna go 85 on it. And then Scooby with your final pick for now.
Go big or go home.
Well, I'm gonna stay home with this one. This one's not gonna be any shocker, but I knew this one was not gonna get picked by anybody. But I'm picking it because I love the franchise and I love the TV show, despite how it ended. I'm gonna go with Game of Thrones, King's Road. I'm Unfortunately, the Game of Thrones games have not proven to do very well. I'm hoping this one will fix that, but I'm gonna stay conservative with my Metacritic guess. Telltale series did 64, and the Xbox 360 title did 52, so I'm gonna split the difference, and I'll go 60.
All right. You said 60?
Yes, sir, 60.
All right.
You go, man. Somebody else down there in the basement with the game. Yeah.
I don't see it doing anything above. If it goes above 60, I'll be shocked. But based on what it looked like at the Game Awards, I'm intrigued by it. It looks cool, but it might be one of those like clunky games that might be fun, but we'll see.
All right. I will need just a minute to set up our bonus round.
That one game's a myth.
So how much we want to bet that he's got some kind of like spinner that's going to randomly assign us a game and a score?
No, so if you scroll down to the bottom, and you get into the purple and slightly red section, I am adding games.
One of those games, I considered it. It's just I haven't seen enough on it yet.
I totally forgot about Marvel 1943. Why was that not on my list?
Everybody else has forgot about it. I think EA's forgot about it.
Like, not much has come out on that game.
There's been some cutscenes.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's like Medal of Honor-ish, that would be cool.
Right.
Yeah, but the problem is like the art style is a little too similar to the Avengers game. So, a little worried that there might be a lot of influence there.
I feel comfortable because it's Amy Hennig. She's proven to have a good track record.
That story will be solid.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's going to actually come out this year. That was one of the few that I see you putting down there that I did not have a Metacritic score for.
I want to say I'm kind of surprised nobody took Greedfall 2 or Death Stranding 2.
I thought Kid was going to take
Greedfall already came out, didn't it?
Greedfall 2.
No, this is 2. I didn't take it because I didn't take Greedfall because I assumed Kid Lee was taking it.
I did too.
Oh.
That was what
One. He was all about the first one, so I was like, not even gonna bother because Kid Lee will take it, and he didn't. So that's why I didn't take it, but it was on my tentative list.
Well, I got almost all my picks except for Grand Theft Auto. Looking at you.
And Hades 2,
It was
the
still there.
same.
I didn't take
Yeah, it
Hades
was
2 because it's in early access, but there's no guarantee that it's actually coming out. 1.0.
Well, yeah, I don't think that one is definitely a myth. What do you?
Okay, so here's
Oh boy, these are a lot of bonuses.
what we are doing for the bonus round. We have 4 games that are in this reddish color. For these 4, we are all guessing the Metacritic score. And for this one, for the points, you don't get the Metacritic score, you only get whatever the bonus would be.
Fair.
So we'll just start. So we're going to start with Death Stranding 2 on the beach. We're just going to go down the list. So Scobie, what is your Metacritic guess for this one?
I'll stick with what it did the first game. I played a little bit of Death Stranding. I personally couldn't get into it. It just felt like a walking FedEx simulator. I guess it's a lot of people's thing, but I'm gonna go with the 85. Director's cut did 85, and well, people love this man. So he seems to do well all the time. He releases a game with his name on it.
Yep.
It's guaranteed to do well. So we'll go with an 85.
Okay. I'm going to say 81. Elise.
I'm going to go $1 less than you at 80.
And I will say for this, if we can match numbers, it doesn't matter for this.
Fine.
So JT.
Let's see. So bonus is within 5, right?
Yeah. So yeah, if you nail it correctly, you'll be getting, what is it? Plus, well, it's 30 plus 15 plus 8.
Okay. I'm going to say 83.
All right, Agent Iron Spider.
Well, let's keep up the trend. I'll go 84.
And Janobi.
88.
All right.
Oh.
We are then moving on to Amy Hennig and Skydance's Marvel 1943 Rise of the Hydra, which is going to be Captain America and/or versus Black Panther. Is this game actually coming out? Don't know, but we're going to guess the Metacritic anyway. So, Scobie.
Okay. I'm hoping it does very well because I enjoy Amy Hennig. She does great games. I love the Uncharted franchise, and the game looks it's going to be very story driven. Who I can't remember who brought it up said it does share some similarities with Marvel's Avengers, but it is a bit worrisome because that didn't do well at all. But I'm going to hold out hope because Amy Hennig, and I'm going to go with I'm gonna go with an 80. I'll go with an 80.
All right. I also have good faith in her. I'm thinking much higher. I'm gonna go 89.
85. Amy Hennig's my girl.
Yep.
A lot of faith in Amy, but I feel that.
JT.
I have a question. If the game doesn't come out and there's no score, how do you score that one?
Then none of us get any points.
But what if one of us would pick 0?
But
Somebody really
You're
doesn't
not-
think that game's coming out.
but you're not gonna get any points even if you pick 0. Because
So
there won't be
tell
any
us-
points.
Tell us how you really feel there.
No, I just meant like if I scored 0, right? Wouldn't that be the correct?
Okay, he just gave you an X.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I just had a question.
I swear, if this guy wins on a 0.
Well, I didn't know how you work that. Just nobody get one.
I don't honestly
Right.
think this game is
No.
coming out either, man.
Right.
But
Yeah,
I'm
no.
sorry,
If we're going by Amy, and I agree, that story, I have no problem with the story. Gameplay, we haven't seen any gameplay. We'll see cutscenes. I'm gonna say potentially 84. I think it definitely potentially go higher, but TA could get review bombed if it does come out.
yeah.
He's an Iron Spider.
So, reason I brought up the Avengers game is like, at the time, I thought the graphics were fine, but recently I saw a comparison between the character designs between the Marvel Avengers games and the new Marvel Hero Shooter,
Yep.
Marvel Rivals, and it really put into perspective how the art direction of that game. I'm gonna go for a 75.
Yeah, funny. I heard about that thing you were just talking about, but I haven't actually seen it yet.
It really puts it into perspective.
And last one with Janobi.
I'll go 78.
78. All right. Next bonus game is I guess you could call it a sequel to Black Desert Online, except for this one, I believe, is not an MMO.
It is not.
Single player open world RPG Crimson Desert
Yes.
for Scobie.
I've never even heard of this game.
It looks really
But
good.
you said Black Desert Online, so quick Metacritic search of that gives me a 73. I'll go with the numbers, and I'll go with I'll split the difference at a 76.
Okay. All right. Given this game is single player, I don't know if it's gonna have any multiplayer elements. Like, I don't know if you can play with your friends or not. I haven't seen a video on this in a while. I'm gonna go a tad higher at 83. Elise.
78. This is MMO studio trying to step out of its comfort zone.
True that. JT.
Well, I agree with Elise. I do think it's them doing. They're just doing the things they did well. It looks gorgeous, and the questing. I think the problem they had was trying to adapt the money stuff to the North American audience. I think I had this on my list. I had Metacritic. I think 85.
Agent Iron Spider.
I kind of side with JT on that. It's my understanding that I've tried playing Black Desert Online, but it won't launch on my computer for some reason. But it's my understanding that game design, world design, quests are all great on Black Desert Online. The big issue with the game is the pay to win aspect
Yep.
of it. So I'm going to go for 80.
And Genobi.
I hope this one's pretty good. I'll go 85.
All right, 85. All right, and then the last game in this section is probably the game with the biggest question mark that we've seen today, maybe. We've only seen one trailer for this game, and it was about 2 years ago. An actual, like, what we think is probably a first-person Transformers game.
First person Transformer.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We almost thought we saw
Yeah, that's
a
very
trailer for it at Video Game Awards, but then they swerved us, and it was a totally another game.
So yeah, Scobie, what do you think on this one? Based on basically one trailer from 2 years ago.
Well, to be honest, I actually never even seen that trailer, so I don't recall having seen it. But based on past Transformer games, they've done pretty well at that 70s. The only one that probably didn't do well was the movie tie-in Revenge of the Fallen, which I guess was a mobile game. I enjoyed watching you play Transformers. What were we playing? War for Cybertron, I think.
Yeah, and we still got to do the other one yet.
I enjoy watching it. It looks like it would be a fun game to play. I enjoy Transformers, so I'm gonna go with a.
Did I miss that?
I didn't hear it.
Oh, 79?
79? Okay.
I was like, I thought my
I didn't hear it
sound
either.
went.
I may have cut out. My bad.
I'm going to try and go middle of the road on this one. I'm going to say 83. Visually, like, if you go and actually look at the trailer, it looks very, very impressive. But we just need a lot more info, so I'm going to go 83.
All right. Is it me? It is me.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. I guess I'm Debbie Downer and Mr. Scrooge in here. I'm going to go with the 79. They're going to have, it looks like from what I can see, some of the rumors are there's going to be microtransactions, and that's usually frowned upon by
Oh no, not microtransactions.
players. So yeah, I'm gonna go 79, and actually I was gonna go 75, but
79 is solid.
All right, JT.
Well, this game, like, it's probably got the most ifs within the game we've looked at. If it comes out, and if it holds up to the trailer, and if it would happen to play anywhere close to the old school games, then I think it's going to do outstanding, even if there's microtransactions for a single player, possibly co-op, or skins or whatever. I think we're looking at 85.
That's a lot of ifs.
Yeah.
All right, Agent
So-
Iron Spider.
You say it's supposedly a first-person Transformers game. Is that correct?
That's just based on the one trailer.
That just seems so weird to me because like one of the most interesting parts about Transformers is the type of vehicle they transform into.
Mhm.
And if it's first person, you're not going to be able to see what you're transforming into. So I'm going to go 75.
Yeah, I agree. I
Word.
feel like needing
Come
to
join
see a
us in the
Transformer
basement.
is such a big deal.
Like there are a lot of games that I think would do well as a first person. I can't see a Transformers game doing well as first person.
All right, and then Shinobi with the final guess on this one.
I'll go in the middle, say 80.
All right. All right. One more section for us to do, and this one is a little bit different. So I have listed 4 games. We have The Outer Worlds 2 by Obsidian. We have a new IP, Expedition 33, which is a game that's been getting a lot of hype. It has a lot of big names in it. And it's supposed to be this studio's kind of them doing like a Persona game from what I understand. But yeah, it has like Andy Serkis as a voice actor and like a bunch of like kind of crazy names. It's like a JRPG as well.
Which one are we talking about? I am so sorry.
Expedition 33.
Okay.
Yeah, and if any,
you're
while
talking
I'm
about
talking
Outer
here, if
Worlds.
you guys want to look up any of these games, you can.
I have
After that, we have Slay the Spire 2, which is the successor to the game that most people consider to be the game that redefined the dungeon crawler. And then after that is a game called Mouse PI for Hire, which is basically a noir Mickey Mouse style first-person shooter.
Oh, that's funny.
And the trailers look amazing for Mouse PI for Hire. So what we're doing here is there's 4 games, but you only get to throw down a guess for 2 of them.
Let me guess. There's a spinner.
No, you get to choose what 2 games you
Oh.
want. So we'll start with Scobie whenever you're ready. Tell me your first game and then your second game and then the scores.
Okay, so I select 2. I'm gonna select Outer Worlds 2 for sure because I love Obsidian
Okay.
and I love Fallout. So with Outer Worlds 2, I'll
Did you play Outer Worlds though?
I did play Outer Worlds and I genuinely enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to Outer Worlds 2. Hopefully it stays well in the quality. When I played it, I felt like I was playing New Vegas again. I just loved the style of it, the world. It was very reminiscent of New Vegas, and they both seem to have the same Metacritic score, Outer Worlds and New Vegas. So I'm gonna go with an 83 for Outer Worlds 2.
Okay.
I don't know too much about these other games. Mouse PI for Hire sounds fun.
I can look and see if Mouse PI actually has a release date. It does not, it just says 2025.
As for my Metacritic score, I don't know anything about it, so it's gonna be hard to judge. But I'll go center. I'll go middle and say 75.
Sorry, which game?
Mouse
He said
PI for hire.
Mouse PI. Okay, gotcha. All right, so that we X out the other games for Scobie then. Okay, for me, I really like what Mouse PI is potentially doing. I think that game could be something special, so I'm gonna take that one as well. And I'm going to go a little bit higher on it. I'm going to go 85. And then for my second... Do you have a question?
Who?
Oh, never mind. You know what? For my second, I am going to take Expedition 33. But again, I feel like it's going to be one of those games where it's either a high 80s or a 60s. So I'm going to go 83 on it.
I'm looking at this this trailer that's auto playing on Metacritic, and the Mouse for Hire gameplay. It looks like a mix of Teacup meets Doom.
Yeah, it reminds me of Cuphead quite a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know what the.
Oh yeah, I'm
the
sorry,
Windows
Cuphead,
sound
not
like.
Teacup. Yeah, Cuphead.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks fun.
And then we'll move on to Elise. What are your two games?
Same ones as
Scobie?
Outer Worlds 2.
Okay.
Nice score. Gosh, I'm about in the same area as them. So I'm gonna say an 82.
Okay.
And the same with the Mouse PI for Hire. Totally looks like Cuphead. I don't know if it's supposed to, but that's very much what it reminds me of. So, gosh, I don't know. Am I supposed to? Do I need to? I'll do an 80.
An 80? Okay.
Or 84. 84.
84, okay. No, in this one, it doesn't matter if we have the same numbers.
No, it's fine. I'll go one under you.
Okay.
Effectively the same.
But the possibility of getting the big bucks.
Yeah.
All right. And then JT.
First off, Kit, are you able to see my Google Doc somehow? Because the scores that you're reading off are very identical.
Yes, I'm cheating.
I saw that. Expedition 33, I almost picked that in our draft, honestly.
Classically cheating.
That game looks really good. I think if they nail the gameplay, and I think that's big actors in that. Charlie Cox is like the main guy in that one. I also had an 83 on my sheet. Funny enough, that's exactly what Kid put too. That sounds good.
Okay.
It's potentially be higher, but again, huge chance it could be lower if nobody checks it out. Then with Slay the Spire 2, that will most likely be early access. So that's not going to be scored if it doesn't get a Metacritic, right?
Correct.
I want that one, but it's like, already taken enough gambles above, so I think I'm going to go Mouse PI for Hire as well.
Okay.
I didn't have a score on that before. I'm looking at it. Yeah, same thing. I think a lot of Cuphead, but the noir style looks very good. We commented on that a couple times. I think it's got a potential to be in the 80, 85 range. I'm going to go 86. So let's do that.
86. All
I
right.
am desperately second guessing my score now.
If it hits, then.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible that it doesn't, just because it looks good, it doesn't play good. That's always a possibility. I think we're all feeling Cuphead ness and
Yeah, the
Cuphead.
Cuphead vibes are like just unmistakable, and if it does play and feel like Cuphead, I'm sure the score will rock it.
Yep. All right, Agent Iron Spider.
So I'm gonna go Outer Wilds as well.
Okay.
Outer Worlds for the win.
It's Outer Worlds, not Outer
Oh,
Wilds.
yeah, sorry.
You can take Outer Wilds. Go ahead. You make that score for Outer Wilds.
I misspoke. I'm gonna go for
Do
an
you,
85.
man? Do you?
Okay. Well, the problem is both those games came out the same year, so it confused
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yes,
I did.
people called one the other, and sometimes the devs would get mad about it on Twitter.
Well, so one of the most interesting videos I saw of the Outer Worlds is a guy who did, I think it was like a 5-minute speed run.
Wow.
Yeah.
Must have just gone straight for the.
Yeah, I was about to
head.
say, Lee. I think you got the bot there. You just hit though. You
Yep.
gotten a lot of messages.
We got him. All right, and then what was your second?
And then for my second one, so I looked up Claire Obscure Expedition 33,
Mhm.
and I had it muted, but I was watching the first look gameplay, and oh man, that game looks right up my alley. The visuals look stunning, and like the gameplay reminds me of like an updated format of one of the earliest RPGs that I ever played. So I'm gonna have to pick that, and I'm gonna go 85 here as well.
All right, cool. All right, and then Genobi, you are gonna wrap this segment up. Yeah, what are your picks?
Let's go Outer Worlds 2,
Okay.
and I will go 88 there. And then Expedition 33, and I will go 88 there as well.
All right, sounds good.
That's how the champ does it, right? Wait, pounce on everybody.
Facts.
Nobody wanted to take a chance on Slay the Spire 2.
I think
No.
you're
I
right. This is not giving Metacritic.
I don't do deck games.
I don't know anything about it.
That was what I did. That was me too. Like the art style looks good, but it's like I'm not much of a deck game person.
So I apologize. I have to run, everybody. Good luck, everyone.
All right,
Talk to you
can
later.
you stay for 30 seconds, Jay?
Oh, I can. What's up?
Okay. So, yeah, as we're getting to the very, very end of this, we all have one pick left. And so here's how the last pick is going to work. You get one more pick, and you can make it whenever you want throughout the whole rest of the year. So what you need to do is on Discord, because again, only one person can have it. So let's say we're watching Summer Game Fest and a new game gets announced. JT will go into Discord and say, I claim X game for the game draft. And so the first person to claim it gets it.
Sounds good.
It's a nice twist,
But
considering how few games have been announced for this year. Actually,
yep. But yeah. Thanks
So I have
for,
a question.
yeah, thanks for coming out, Jay. Do appreciate it.
I appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot.
Later, champ.
Have a good one.
Yep, see ya.
Bye.
Sorry, I had to rush that out a little bit. But yeah, what was your
Yeah,
question?
no. If we already know a game that's coming out, maybe we already had it on our draft board, can we take it now?
Yes.
Easy
Yeah.
peasy. Mixtape by Annapurna.
Oh, okay. You're taking mixtape. All right. I have heard of this. I think we've seen trailers on it.
Macro. So what are you talking about?
Annapurna games are usually really good. I've liked quite a few of them.
This
so.
probably is not going to be a high one. I'm going to put it in 84, but the soundtrack alone, I have to. It's the 90s. It's just
I don't know this one, so I'll have to.
I know a game I want to take,
check out
but
the trailers.
I'm
It's
almost
amazing.
100% sure it's not coming out this year. Intergalactic. I'm almost 100% sure that's probably far away.
No, there's no way that's coming out this year.
Nope.
I'll put a ban on
you
it.
can pick it if you want.
I'll ban it.
Lee
84,
banned it.
84,
Nope.
not
I
94.
brought it up and Lee
84.
banned it.
84, kid.
100. Got it. Done.
I would love it to get that, but it's not 84 yet.
Okay. Does anybody else have one they just want to claim now, or do you want to wait?
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, me,
Yeah,
me too. I'm gonna wait.
too. I have some ideas,
I
but I'm
I
gonna wait.
presume the caveat to it is that we have to claim it before the Metacritic comes out.
Correct. Yeah, before any review comes out. Yep, I was gonna say that. Yep. So. Yep, you have to claim it before any reviews come out. But yeah, like I said, just go into Discord and just say, I claim whatever game name for Game Draft, and then like I said, whoever says it first gets it.
Oh, that's an interesting comment.
That's cool. I figure I already did that with some of my picks already, so I went ahead and just took the normal one.
So
Okay, I hate to rush. Are we almost done? Because like my entire family came home while we've been on this.
Oh.
yep. We're basically done if you need a roll.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, I do. So people can see me before they go to bed. Thanks. It was fun.
It was.
Good luck, everybody.
Later.
Yep.
Later.
See you later.
Bye.
So, just as a quick recap here, I'm kind of going to recap what everybody chose. So, yeah, Scobie took Mafia the Old Country, Ghosts of Yotai,
Number one.
Assassin's Creed Shadows, Sniper Elite Resistance, Star Wars Episode 1, Jedi Power Battles, and then Game of Thrones, King's Road. I took Monster Hunter Wilds, Split Fiction, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, Pokemon Legends, ZA, Metroid Prime 4, and Judas. Elise took Montezuma's Revenge 40th Anniversary, Tales of the Shire, Tomb Raider Remastered, Echo Beach, 2 Point Museum, and Beyond the Ice Palace 2. JT has Avowed, Doom the Dark Age, South of Midnight, Fable, insert title Mario Kart, 2X KO, and Mixtape. Agent Iron Spider has Elden Ring, Night Rain, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, Dynasty Warriors Origins, First Berserker Kazan, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. I think you took all the ones with the longest names. And then Shinobi has a Civ 7, Borderlands 4, Arc Raiders, Dune Awakening, and Subnautica 2.
I mean, part of the issue is that some others took shorter game names I was going to use.
True that. So yeah, as these games get their Metacritic scores, I will lock them in a week after the Metacritic has been announced. And then, yeah, if you guys bookmark this, you can kind of follow it along. And then, yeah, like I said, for the bonus game, just kind of let me know, or I'll monitor Discord on who claims what for any new ones that pop up. So, yeah,
I got
that's-
almost
good.
everything on my list except Grand Theft Auto 6.
If I were to guess right now, I'm thinking GTA doesn't come out this year.
That's what I was guessing. I was like, I think they're just gonna last minute say, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's coming out beginning of next year."
Yep.
I don't know. I just feel like it's a big deal for it to come out this year. It's not going to be surprised if it does get delayed, but it just seems like a big deal for it to come out this year. But we'll see.
Yep.
Either way, if I was them, I would hold off on announcing it. I mean, if it is coming out this year, they can hold up almost every game that's out there, and if it's next year, same thing. They can hold up most games till towards the end of the year.
When do you think the next Skyrim game's coming out?
That's after what? Isn't it said after Elder Scrolls 6?
Yeah.
And Elder Scrolls 6 is what? At least 5 years away?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I meant Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
You think it's that far away? 3 to 5 years.
Three, probably the earliest, but I would say close to 5.
Because it was announced
2 years ago.
No, it's actually longer than that. There was
I feel like it's been 3, maybe 4.
No, it's actually been way longer than that. It's like that's closer to
'cause they gave us-
6.
They gave us the teaser when they gave us the name of Starfield, and then they said
Oh yeah.
nothing's come out on Elder Scrolls 6 till after Starfield, and I think they still got what one more big Starfield DLC to come out first. I think they said they were going to finish up all the DLC before they even talk anything about Elder Scrolls 6. I'm sure they're working on it, but before they even say anything. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was a couple years ago. They showed like a map, a little bit of a snippet of the landscape that they had created for it.
Oh, funny. As of 2 hours ago, this goes back to one of Scobie's picks. 2 hours ago, it says here, watch the new gameplay trailer for Game of Thrones King's Road.
Oh really? Oh cool.
Go be the insider. Wow.
No, I was going to say there was an article or something that came out today about the next Elder Scrolls, and I'm trying to see if I could find it here real quick. And it actually talked about how long it's been since... Oh yeah, here we go. Elder Scrolls 6. The Elder Scrolls 6 announcement is as old as Skyrim was when the Elder Scrolls 6 was announced. Is the headline.
Well, article from 2024 says 2006 or after.
Maybe 2026.
But yeah, either way, it's probably a couple years out.
On YouTube, the Elder Scrolls 6 official announcement teaser was 6 years ago.
There you go.
Oh wow. Doesn't feel like it's been that long.
It does not feel that long. I'm old.
Well, here real quick, for those who are watching on YouTube, we're actually going to wrap up the VOD right there. So, yeah, we'll keep you guys updated on the game draft. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.